others have long before me have remarked on how much religion there really is in Ben Franklin, though. He's fascinated by these concepts. They are his guiding principles. He's forever quoting scripture, which he knows like the back of his hand. I mean, I think that too gets lost in the conversation. And it's interesting when he does propose prayer at the convention in 1787. The convention has reached an impasse. You know, they're trying to somehow marry their very divisive interests. Franklin says, finally, why don't we appeal to the divine? He's voted down, and in his notes in which he's voted down, there's a little exclamation point. Can you believe that only 3 or 4 people thought prayer was a good idea? Which tells you how much he's still affixed to these ideas which were so crucial to his childhood and which he's carried with him through all these years. He's at this point in his 80s.
Some have suggested that Franklin viewed religion in a utilitarian way. He thought it was useful for constraining the behavior of citizens as a whole, but not for the elite. That seems wrong, doesn't it? He was indeed, he considered himself a man of faith in his early years, and in fact considered that central to his success.
I think that's true. I also think there's a certain classist piece, at least it hits us today as classist. If you look at, for example, his idea about a society of the free and easy, which was part of the art of virtue. This was another idea that never entirely gets off the ground, but of which he conceives early on, which is a society of like-minded men who are all of them enlightened and are going to sort of collectively keep themselves on the path of virtue. It's kind of a cross between the Masons and the United Nations. It's this wild idea he has. And there he says, this is an idea, it would be sort of a secret society initially, and it would be among well-born or at least well-educated men. So, there really is a sense here of the leading elite, or the elite who can handle this kind of concept. There's no question that his sympathies are always with, he's the most populist of all the founders, certainly. His sympathies are with the man in the street. But when he conceives some of these more grandiose projects, he is looking at least people who are eager to devour books, as does he. If you look at his early friends in Philadelphia, those early junto members, they're all of them artisans. They're men who work with their hands, and they are devouring books with just like, they can't get enough, with this insatiable appetite for what they're reading. And that's where his first great civic project begins too, which is the Library of Philadelphia.